viewing pleasure, Mario 1031 presents a Mario 1031 production, produced by Mario 1031, directed by Mario 1031, and announced by no other than Mario 1031. We have today one of the greats in the land. He is no other than Mr. Know-It-All. Know-It-All, Know-It-All. Hey, how you doing, folks? I am the one, Mr. Know-It-All. You see this emblem right here? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me sit down. You see this emblem right here? I'm a wingnut. The Wings are coming soon to the NHL, and they're going to kick everybody's butt. Now, Winnipeg has started anew from the Atlanta Starships, and I pray they move the Wings to the East. We will win 5 Stanley Cups if they do that. Back to back to back to back NHL champions. But enough about that. This show is called Distant Cousin of Swami. Now, let me tell you why I call it that. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. I pick games. I make predictions. I am Swami, but I'm not Swami because Swami was a newspaper guy. And Son of Swami is already taken from the guy from Detroit Free Press, so I am the distant cousin of Swami. Yes, you can tell Swami was a white man. The Son of Swami is a white man. And I'm not trying to be racial here, but I'm distantly cousin of Swami. I know it all. Okay, moving on. Today's NFL picks for week 4 of the 2011-2012 season start right now. After this break, there can be only chaos, said this one guy. Well, chaos found him and formed him to the warrior he is today. Get your copy of God of War Origins. I'm sorry. Get your copy of God of War Origins for the PS3. No, I don't have God of War Origins yet, but I'm going after it. To complete the series. If you have not played God of War yet, I suggest you do. Start with these two. God of